Ugh, the Klon. Yeah, this is probably proof that guitar players are very, very stupid. If you're gonna make a bunch of videos making fun of stupid Reverb listings, clearly the Klon's gotta be high up the list. Maybe you could argue it should have been higher on my list. So here we are taking a look at
ridiculous Reverb listings
for the Klon Centaur. Now before making this, I did a teeny bit of research and actually watched a couple videos to try to learn about the hype of the Klon. And being as I've had my JHS Not a Klon sitting around in a box forever now, over a year I think, I haven't had the chance to actually play one of these in person. Obviously I've heard the hype, you know, John Mayer plays one. He's really good at the guitar. He's probably equal levels good at guitar as he is douchey. Like, they're probably at the exact same level. He might even be a little bit better. No, he's douchier. If you watch Rhett Shull play with the Klon, it sounds great. That's not really my style of playing, right? I'm way more of a... than a... again, this... to that. So what is a Klon Centaur and why is it going for these ridiculous prices for just a stomp box Overdrive at the end of the day? Well, I'm glad you asked. The Klon Centaur was a pedal made in kind of the 90s into the early aughts. They only made 8,000 of them, and certain players, like John Mayer, have used them, and it sort of gained this like mythical holy grail status. And taking one look at those prices, oh boy, has that reached mythical proportions. Now before we even get into the prices of like the legit Klons, the first thing I noticed flipping through was that the Klon Centaur is not the only Klon Centaur to have been made by Bill Finnegan. Starting in 2014, he released something called the Klon KTR. So the KTR is just a revised edition of the legendary Klon Centaur. The circuit is designed by Bill Finnegan and it nails the sound of a genuine Centaur. So that's the first batch of pedals I saw when they popped up. These red boxes that cost around $400, $500. So in my mind, that's the bargain basement price. That's where it starts. You want a circuit actually designed by Bill, made by Bill's company, you're looking at the KTR. One of the cheaper ones I could find cost $440. Free shipping, fantastic. And one look at the enclosure tells you everything you need to know about how much this guy's life has been pure hell. Kindly remember, the ridiculous hype that offends so many is not my making. I can only imagine the kind of hate mail this guy gets. And then right off the bat, probably one of the funniest things I've ever seen is a KTR going for $2,300.
What the f*** is this piece of shit?
And let the madness begin. We're price gouging a KTR just because it's an earlier batch, $2,300. Well, and as we're about to see with the real prices of the Klon, that's about half the price of an entry legit Klon. But it's just still, right? You know, like, this is just mind-numbingly stupid. Guitar players are dumb. And that's where that reminder on the enclosure is just extra hilarious, right? As this person tries to ridiculously hype the early batch KTR to try to get $2,300 for the thing. And then the next thing that's hilarious is that Klons are not rare listings on Reverb. I'm scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and there's loads of them. So I hear what you're asking. We're dying to know, what is the cheapest legit Klon Centaur? Not the KTR, not the early batch KTR. What's the cheapest bottom of the barrel legit Centaur? It's gonna set you back $3,420.68. What's with the 68 cents? With this Klon, you're not getting the fun Horsie on it. You're just getting a kind of gold looking enclosure, which on this one's a little beat up. It's not terrible, but there are some marks and chips on it. So let's say that basement price of $3,400 is cool, but you really want to have the Horsie graphic on it. Well, that's gonna cost you more. If you want the Horsie to grace your Klon Centaur pedal, it will cost you $6,003.37. People, what are we doing with these prices? What is going on? Why can't we just say $6,000? This is the 1999 short tail model. Apparently they made 3 different versions of appearance. This one is the midterm or so-called short tail model around 1999.
Party like it's 1999.
What a year, what a song. The condition here is probably about the same as the last one. It's got a few chips on it. It's not terrible again. It's a $6,000 stomp box. Now, what if you want a Klon, but you want something with true, genuine rock and roll history behind it? Well, have I got the pedal for you. This one is a John Mayer band-owned Klon Centaur number 2035, coming in at $6,304, but check it out, a $7,710 price drop. I'm definitely gonna make a video of the biggest reductions in price that I think is hilarious. And this one right now, this listing is in the lead for funniest one I've seen so far. That means they've reduced the price again by more than they're asking. Turns out, if John himself didn't know it and it was just somebody else in the band, yeah, it's probably not worth as much as you want it to be. This pedal is not in terrific shape. You don't even get the Horsie. Just a real scratched up aluminum chassis. Would you be willing to drop $6,300 on a pedal of questionable authenticity? I sure as hell wouldn't. Flip it through Reverb, there's just so many listings. What makes any of these pedals different? like why is one $5,000 and the other one's $6,000, $7,000? It doesn't make any sense. So I'm gonna skip ahead a bit here, jumping into the $8,500, $88,000, $9,000, $962. Now we're starting to cook here a little bit. So let's take a look at the first $10,000 Klon Centaur. This one clocks in at the even price of $10,000, thank God, with $156 shipping. Dear God, why does it cost so much to ship a little teeny stomp box? It's like, that is a solid price gouge. This one looks clean. The enclosure looks like it's in nice shape. It's not all chipped up. You do get a couple extras here, a little bit of case candy for you. You got what looks to be handwritten instruction about how to use it. And then my favorite, the description, short, to the point, rare 1999 Klon Centaur, best I've ever seen, collector grade, very clean, mint condition. All right, enough with pulling the punches. Let's go for the jugular. The most expensive Klon Centaur currently listed on Reverb clocks in at, drumroll, $29,800. Klon Centaur, professional overdrive, Horsie, flawless, free shipping, all the way from Taiwan. Wow. The description explains it all. This is from this person's personal collection. They've never gigged it, only tested it 2 or 3 times, and keep it in the home studio. And the best part, he's got the box. He has the box. Not only is it the original box, but all the original paperwork in perfect condition. They've had it for many years, and they believe it's the best one on the market. Oh, you don't say. So there it is, the Klon Centaur and the current listings as they are on Reverb right now. Do I think the last person is ever gonna sell the pedal for nearly $30,000? Of course not. That's why we're here. It's pretty fucking funny. The other thing that's pretty funny to me is that a lot of the videos that I watched testing it, especially like Music is Win's video, I didn't even like the tone of it, especially when you cranked it up. It seemed to be more that using it kind of like a clean boost is more where the special sauce is, and then you're not really even using the expensive diodes and all the stuff in there from the clipping side of things. Now, Rhett Scholl's video, I mean, that was on point. I mean, the tone was just incredible. Yeah, I don't, yeah, honestly, my opinion, I think even the KTR at like $450 is a little steep for what it is. I mean, if you get an EQ pedal and you just boost it and a couple frequencies, as Josh Scott proved, you can make other pedals sound like other pedals, which is gonna be next week's. That's right, I'm gonna take a look at the Bad Monkey, because the Bad Monkey, the current prices, they do prove that guitar players are the dumbest people. It really does. It has shaken my belief in us as a community. So that's gonna be next week. Hopefully you liked the vibe here and thought it was vaguely fun and entertaining. If you did, you know, like, subscribe, do all the YouTube stuff. Eternally grateful for the support. Here, my channel, I do a lot of guitar reviews, product reviews, some music lessons, and I release my own original music. I'm a progressive metal guitar player. So, you know, hopefully you like the vibe, found it vaguely entertaining, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Woo!